Where are you going? Are you going to travel with Angelo? What are you worried about the most? Are you running TCS London Marathon? Will you stay vegan when traveling? On average, how much will the whole trip cost? Do you have any career goals / ambitions? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. I am sitting here finally in a t-shirt, something other than like a thick jumper, because I feel like it's finally getting warmer in the UK, which is so good. But the next few weeks, the next month, we're gonna say, is gonna be really hectic. Basically, the countdown has started, the countdown to like me leaving the UK to go traveling for quite an extended period. So this is why I'm filming the Q&A. I'm gonna answer questions about that trip and just other random ones that you guys sent in on my Instagram, obviously. So at veganhollyg, if you guys want to get involved in Q&As, then that is normally where I get you guys to send in questions. But I did find some on my last 2 videos as well. Thank you guys as always for sending in those questions. Like this video if you do enjoy it as usual, and if you are new around here and you want to subscribe, the button is down below. But the first question I think I'm gonna answer is something to do with running, and because it's coming up very soon, like literally in under 2 weeks. Are you running TCS London Marathon, which is on the 23rd of April this year? So for the past 2 years, because of the pandemic, it was in October, and I ran it both in 2021 and last year, so 2022. Unfortunately, I am not running it this year. I am actually really sad. The reason why I didn't enter, because my time would have qualified me again for the Good for Age entry process, but I didn't enter because I thought I would already be traveling. But obviously my plans have changed a lot, so I'm not running. I didn't enter, and I mean, I did have 2 injuries anyway, so it probably wouldn't have been wise. But if you are running, like, the best of luck, you will have the most amazing time. If you watched my last video though, you'll know I am doing a half marathon in Milton Keynes at the start of May. So yeah, half marathon, not a full marathon before I leave. The next question is in German. I honestly love it when you guys send me German questions or you comment in German, because it really like tests me. But somebody said, I will read it in German first. Wie läuft es mit dem Deutsch lernen? I think you say läuft like that. It means how is your German learning going, I think, if I like translate that right. Ziemlich gut. Es ist ja ziemlich gut. Basically, it's quite good. I'm going to use this as an opportunity to talk about Lingoda, which I have mentioned in a couple of my recent vlogs. But basically, I've been using Lingoda. I've been trialing Lingoda recently, and I honestly love it so much. I would highly recommend it. They're also sponsoring this video again, which is so cool. But Lingoda is an online language school. They offer 4 languages, so German obviously, as well as French, English, Spanish, and then they also offer those in business English as well. I do, yes, want to go back to Germany at some point on the topic of traveling, which is a big theme in this video. But when I do plan to go back to Germany, I am going to be intensely taking classes with Lingoda using their language sprint. But basically, it's an online language school, and you can take classes that are online, they're live, and they're held by professional teachers, they're natives. And basically, you are like in control of your language learning, which is what I love the most, because you can choose, yes, when you want to take classes, pretty much 24/7, so whenever you want to. You can choose the topic, the level that's suited to you. All of the learning material is in one place. Like, you don't have to go to other resources like Google Translate or your old textbooks or books from school. If you are learning the language, they have everything in one place. So the slides, the work to do before the lesson, the quizzes, and everything afterwards. You can have private classes, or you can have very small group classes, so it'll be yourself and like 3 to 4 other people. So it's really personalized. You get really great feedback, and you can actually properly speak the language. Like, I do get quite nervous in the lessons because, you know, I don't often speak German, but it really pushes me. So if you do want to properly learn a language, I would highly recommend you guys try it. So they have the sprint and then the super sprint, which both run over like 2 months. But like, if you complete all of the lessons in the super sprint, you'll get 100% cash back, and then with the sprint you get 50% cash back if you take all of the lessons and you also follow all of the rules. So that's my plan when I want to go back to Germany, intensely learn the language and hopefully be able to properly use it this time, because when I went last year, I wasn't really speaking it at all. So that is basically a Lingoda. I will leave a link down below for you guys to find out more, but I would just highly recommend giving it a go. And if you use my code HollyApril, you guys can get 20 euros off or 25 US dollars off when you do sign up to one of their challenges. Okay, what question next? Are you going to travel with Angelo? So the answer is yes. That is the reason why I delayed my trip, for the best reason, honestly. I literally cannot put into words how just like excited I am. We have obviously been away together before, so we went to Paris for like 2 days literally, or 1 day even, and then Los Angeles for a week, but they were like very short trips, and this is a whole other ball game. Like, we are going to be working, slow traveling, and like living in these countries. I will also just say, so somebody has asked about the countries or the destinations. Well, a lot of you guys asked that. The sunshine, I'm so sorry. I love the weather right now, but it's just like changing so much. I do apologize, but basically, where are you going? Like, what are the destinations basically? So again, I have mentioned this, but we're going to Southeast Asia. Southeast Asia, I know, is a huge like region of the globe, and we're not doing like the whole of it because we are only going away for 4 months. I'll explain why as well in this video, but basically we are planning to do 3 Southeast Asian countries. So Thailand, Laos, no, not Laos. We were going to do Laos, but now we're not doing it. So Thailand, Cambodia and Vietnam, and as I said, then we'll come back to the UK. We were going to do Laos as well, as I said, but we just wanted to, I don't know, we thought it would be too rushed, and we want to, as I said, like really get to know a place, live there, work, and it's not a typical backpacking adventure where we're like traveling quite quickly between places and seeing somewhere and moving on. Honestly, please start sending me your recommendations. If you have any things we should do or we should see, definitely let me know in the comments down below or send me messages on Instagram. Obviously, I've been to Thailand, but honestly, I said as soon as I like got home that I would be back in a heartbeat, because I love that place so much. So we're going to Thailand first, and then, as I said, Cambodia next, and Vietnam, which Angelo has visited. I've never obviously been, but it sounds and looks incredible, so that is basically the plan. The next question I honestly love as well. It's about my bullet journal. Do you travel with your bullet journal or planner, or do you plan on your phone? So I just want to firstly say that I am so close to finishing this journal, but yeah, in the past when I've been traveling, I haven't taken it with me because I don't know, it's just so like sacred to me, and I'm so scared I'm gonna lose it. But because I am very close to finishing this one, I think I am gonna get a new one. So I'm gonna get exactly the same. I don't know whether to get the elephant one again or like a different animal, but it's a Dingbats A5 journal, and I'm probably gonna take it traveling with me this time just because it is more of an extended trip, so I feel like it would just be really nice to have it with me. But yeah, in the past I would just plan on my phone, as I've mentioned. Are you planning to participate in a race while you are traveling like you did in Berlin? If you didn't know, last year in Germany I did the 10k night run in Berlin, and with traveling this year I definitely want to do a race in Asia somewhere. It will probably be Thailand, but it could potentially be Vietnam. But Angelo and I have been looking for races. We've been wanting to think about doing an ultramarathon in Asia, which would be so cool, but I don't know at the moment. If you guys know any good races that are coming up or like any websites to use, then definitely leave those down below. But I would really want to do at least one race whilst we're away in Asia. That would just be like such a fun experience. And on the topic of running in races, so the reason why we're only going for 4 months is because Angelo has already signed up to the Berlin Marathon this year, which is in October, I believe, or September. And because I have been injured over the past like 4 months, I was very hesitant to also enter. But seeing as I am getting back into running now, and if I do this half marathon, you know, I think I will definitely feel more confident about entering. So you guys, I might be doing another marathon this year. So Berlin Marathon, which will be like the second of the 6 world majors ticked off my list. That is like an ultimate life goal of mine, to do all of the 6 world marathon majors. So you've got London, you've got Berlin, 3 in America, so you've got Boston, New York and Chicago, and then you have the one in Japan. You get this really cool medal if you do all of them, but I've obviously done London twice, which only counts towards 1. But how cool would that be? Running just makes me so happy. Food or snack you'll miss the most when traveling? This one does make me kind of sad. I mean, we are going to Southeast Asia, so it's a very different culture. You can have Western food, of course, but like there are certain things I'm definitely gonna miss, you guys. Like serene is a big one. When I was in Thailand last year, I didn't see oats at all. I mean, I didn't go to any of the big supermarkets. Like you have things called Big C, but like oats, if they don't have oats, that's gonna be really sad. I will miss my blender to make my own smoothies, but obviously they have like ice shake things that they do. One of you guys asked, what are you most excited about for your next adventure? Literally, I'm excited for so many things. Firstly, just being able to travel with Angelo and for us to be together like for an extended period. Obviously we see each other most weeks, but we'll just be actually living together, which is so cool. I'm like really excited this time to actually be living and not bouncing around too quickly, so I can really get to know a place. The mango, the fruit, is calling me in Thailand. I'm so excited for that. Like I'm honestly drooling. Traveling makes me so excited, and one of the things it really does for me is it brings out my creativity. I just feel so inspired to like create content, which I obviously do and love doing at home, but it just adds a whole new level to like my creativity. On the flip side, what are you worried about the most? I was thinking about this one and I actually can't think of anything I'm like really worried about, to be honest with you. The only thing right now is just I want to make sure we've done everything before we leave. Like hopefully we don't miss something, or we're like fully organized, because I don't know, Angela and I can sometimes do things on the fly and we're a bit spontaneous, or a bit too spontaneous with our planning. If you do follow the vlogs, so basically I am going to be doing like a weekly vlog every week leading up to us going away, and there will be other vlogs and videos in between those, because like next week, for example, Angelo and I and his sister were going to Amsterdam, and then we have the half marathon obviously. But I'm doing this kind of like countdown so you guys can stay up to date if you want to follow along. I'll leave the first official video down below. But we have this huge bucket list, that's what I want to say. So Angela and I want to do all of these things before we go away for 4 months. The next question, let's jump to a different topic. Will you be sharing your itinerary? Yes, I will definitely be doing this. Obviously I have so far on my website my Germany itinerary, the one from Thailand before that, and then Los Angeles. So they're all free, they're 100% free to download, they're linked down below in my description box. But for this one I probably will as well, because I think you guys like them. So if you want to see them, let me know. Emma said, do you plan on doing more diving in the future? The answer to this is yes again. Now I might be doing some diving on this next trip, it really depends. So I did diving with my brother Math last year on Koh Tao. I might do more diving in Thailand, but I believe there are dive sites in Cambodia and also Vietnam potentially. So yes, I am going to be doing more scuba diving. Basically I do have my advanced qualification, basically that's where I'm at. It's not something I do a lot. In the UK I've not scuba dived and I don't plan on doing that because I think it would be freezing. But you know, it means that I have to just remind myself of everything, and I feel a little bit apprehensive going into it. But once I'm back in the water and like back breathing again, like it's a whole other world. I cannot even explain to you how, I don't know, unique of an experience scuba diving is, and to be able to swim and to see all the aquatic life. It just also blows my mind as well that I used to hate the sea and now I love the sea. A lot of it came from my trip in Australia, but you know, it's so much fun, and I, yes, cannot wait to be back scuba diving. Lucy sent in a question saying, unrelated, but please drop your skincare routine. You are so glowy all the time. Now, firstly, thank you. Maybe I should do an updated skin video. I don't really talk a lot about skin, but if you want to see that, I can incorporate it into a vlog or make it a whole video. Maybe I can add some biology into a video about skin. I don't know. I love at the moment creating videos and incorporating biology into the content as well. In short, my skincare routine has not really changed. I still don't do anything pretty much to my skin. This next question is kind of interesting to me. By the way, I would answer it anyway. Will you stay vegan when traveling? I don't want my response to this question to be interpreted in the wrong way, but like, I just don't get this question. Like, I genuinely don't. I'm like vegan, I will be vegan for the rest of my life. It's a huge part of my life, and it's just, it means a lot to me. So yes, I will stay vegan. Like, it's not even a question I ask myself. I am vegan and that is the way I eat. I choose to only eat plant foods, and you know, like, it's a no-brainer for me. It's like a core integral part of my life. Obviously veganism doesn't define me. I have made mistakes and I'm not perfect. I will always put my hands up and say that, but it's just the way I live my life and the way I eat, basically. I need to turn my phone sideways now because this question came in from YouTube. Holly, have you actually been to a sports physio regarding your injury? Often knee pain is caused by problems further up your leg, for example tight hips, glutes or quads, which a sport physio could help you identify. So I saw a physio for both of my injuries, so the tendonitis I had in my foot and then my knee injury. But like the last few times I've been walking away and I don't have a plan. Like I haven't been given any exercises to do or like a rehabilitation program, and so I haven't felt as if I've taken anything away from it. And that's what I'm looking for from a physio. Like I'm looking to go there for them to, you know, do some like massaging to diagnose the issue and to give me exercises to do, but I just haven't been getting that. So I haven't been back in quite a while, and I was contemplating going to see someone that one of you guys actually recommended on my Strava. So like the biggest thank you, because I was going to see this person in London who's like a running specialist physio, because I have said if I go back to a physio I want to see someone who specializes in running. And this person in London, they would basically do a full gait analysis. So they'd get me on a treadmill, they'd look at how I would run, and then they'd like assess whether there was something I could do to change my style of running, and if there was something I was doing that was maybe increasing my risk of these injuries or these niggles. So I was contemplating about doing that, but then I instead decided to first of all get an MRI scan done, which is what I have done. So in short, I have been to a physio, yes, but I haven't been to like a specialist in running, which perhaps I still should do. I don't know. I'm kind of at a loss right now because my knee is definitely like a lot better and I'm back running on it. I'm obviously taking it slowly, and I fully agree, like often you'll get an injury somewhere and it's not because you've injured that particular area of your body, it's because you have tightness or a weakness somewhere else in your body, so you're kind of overcompensating or something like that and you end up with an injury. This question also from YouTube, I think I'm going to talk about in a whole separate video, but I wanted to address the fact that I would talk about it because I think it's an interesting thing. So basically, hi Holly, I was wondering if you could talk about dealing with an injury while people around you continue to train. So it goes on, but I'm not gonna say it's easy, and that's why I kind of wanted to talk about it in a whole vlog, because obviously throughout this whole time, you know, Angelo has still been running and I've been going to the gym and I've been seeing other people on the treadmill, and it has been hard, not because, you know, I want to run for the wrong reasons as I have done in the past, you know, like burn off calories or to like lose weight. It's not for that at all, but it's just the fact that I love running so much and I felt as if I've been losing endurance and I'm maybe losing fitness. But yeah, I can maybe talk about that in a whole other video because I think it's a really big and important conversation to have. But the last few questions I will answer anyway. So the first is, on average, how much will the whole trip cost? So as I said, we're going away for 4 months, and at the moment we are kind of still working on a budget. We haven't set anything in stone yet, and I mean, we are gonna have flexibility for sure. We've already spent just under $1,000 on like flights and visas, insurance, some domestic or internal flights and accommodation. But I mean, roughly throwing a number out there, we're hoping to live on under $1,000 a month. Do let me know if you want to see anything or you want to hear me talk about something in particular before we go away. But the last question, I think, there are some other questions I really want to answer. Oh my god. Okay, if you'd start another business, what would it be? This is such a fun question, and it's as if you guys read my mind, because I, yes, have been thinking about this other business idea. I would say that it would be a business that's not really online, but this one has been something I have dreamt of for such a long time, and it would be so cool if it comes to life. The final question is, do you have any career goals / ambitions? I think there's so much I can say around this topic, but like, I often don't really use the word career, I guess, and I don't know whether I shy away from saying that just because I'm worried about people judging me for the fact that my job or my career is online and it's like not a traditional one in that sense. You know, I earn a living through doing something that I honestly love, and I'm so incredibly grateful that I can sit here and say that. But, you know, I have worked hard to be in this position. I obviously tutor. I have Holly Jimmy on my online tutoring business, and I have Nana. So, you know, I have quite a few different streams of income, and I'm like very, very happy in the position I am in right now. But obviously I do have other goals for the future. You know, I still want to do a lot with like science communication and teaching, but like online, putting science out there. There is something that I'm not going to mention at all because it's a very, very big like ambition, and it's more of like a traditional career, we could say. But like, I'm not gonna throw it out there just yet because it's not like a new idea, it's just something that I never ever thought would be possible. But then I have had a few conversations with people recently and it might actually be possible, I don't know. But like, regardless, I will always want to keep like sharing online and keep this YouTube channel because I love it so much. And for me, like, the most important thing is the fact that I'm like happy. Some people, I don't know, they might be like, you need to have like really big career ambitions and goals and you need to be doing stuff to better your career and stuff. But like, at the end of the day, like right now, I really want to travel, I really want to explore, and with that I really want to like, you know, push my travel content and make that really high quality, take it to another level. And you know, traveling gives me the opportunity to try that, you know. Another incredible thing about content creation, like I can always try something new and push myself and just explore videography and be creative in so many ways. You guys know me, I talk about a lot on this channel, like, you know, food, female health, running. I'm trying to like share as much biology as well in these videos in a very accessible way. So for me, it encompasses everything in my life. And having performed and danced growing up, like, it's something I've always wanted to do, and that's why I just love it. And you know, for me, another thing that makes me really excited and happy is having like personal goals. Like at the moment, yes, traveling is really cool in terms of content creation, but it's a big personal goal of mine as well. And another of those is like, you know, running and pushing my body. I don't put all of my focus on this idea of like a career or like, you know, earning as much money as possible. The more I like learn about the world and the more I explore and see, the more I realize is that money is there to be used to like have these experiences. Yes, you have to be careful with it, and I am cautious and I save money and I make my money work for me, but it is there to be spent on the things you enjoy in life. Sorry, my battery just died in the middle of my, you know, speech. But yeah, I'm just so happy right now, and for me, like, that's the most important thing. But as I said though, like, I am always thinking ahead. I do have these goals and things I want to do, but like, I know that I still have my whole life ahead of me. I hope that kind of made sense. I don't know what I really waffled on about. I am honestly buzzing for like all of the content and the videos and just life happening in the UK before we leave. And then we will leave and we will like move to Southeast Asia, and obviously there will be like travel related content, but I'm still going to be like filming my life and what I'm getting up to personally. So yeah, I'm hoping you guys will stick around. Definitely subscribe, as I said at the start, if you are new around here. Give this video a thumbs up as usual if you did enjoy it, and I will speak to you very soon in another video. Bye! T-shirt weather is finally arriving and I'm so happy. Basically, I'm not sure if I like my hair like this with it kind of gripped back, but we'll go with it. I'm already talking at like a million miles per hour, Holly. Slow down. Why is this lighting changing so much? Bloody hell. Which I'm just really excited for in itself. I don't even know why I get so excited about this stuff. What? I think I had a notification. Yes!